Erechi I'm going to be your instructor for this course. I'm the creative director of Erex Academy of Fashion, a fashion outfit based in Enugu, southeastern Nigeria. So I'm going to be teaching you how to make these beautiful blouses. They are called 12-piece flare tops from the very scratch, starting from the pattern making process to the pattern cutting to the sewing techniques. I'm going to put you through every single one of them. So after taking your blouse measurements, the first thing you're going to do is to mark out your lines. So you have the first line you're going to mark will be from neckline to shoulder line, that's 1 inch. We're using the upper edge of the pattern paper as the neckline. Then we have 7 inches, that's the chest line. Then the armhole line normally would be high waist divided by 2, but because we're going to do a lot of cuttings, we're going to add 1.5 to it. So assuming my chest line normally my armhole line normally should be 8.5, that's if I have a high waist of 17, it should be 8.5, but now I'll do 8.5 plus 1.5 so that I'll have a nice relaxed armhole depth. So I'm just going to mark out all my lines at the edge, in the middle, and then the other end. Shoulder line, chest line, armhole line, bust line, under bust line, high waist line, full length line, and then hem line. So for the sake of this video, you'd also need to just have a basic knowledge of blouse making, and that makes it a whole lot easier. So refer to our video on blouse making, on basic blouse making, if you're not too clear on how to mark out these lines. But it's pretty much easy, so you just connect. Okay, so right now we're done connecting. The next thing we're going to do after connecting is to draw our blouse. So if you looked at the pictures of the ones I posted, each of them had zips in front. So now we're going to mark out our zip allowance of 1.5 inches in front. We're using 1.5 inches because we're not making it invisible. If it was going to be invisible, we would use 1 inch. So you just go ahead and mark out your 1.5 inch in front, then connect all of your lines together. So this line I just marked now is called our center front line, while the other allowance is the zip allowance. So from the center front line, we're going to measure our neck width. So if I'm using a neck width of 3 at the back, I must use 2.5 in front. So the next thing on the shoulder line, we'll mark our shoulder divided by 2, then you connect it. Make sure you cross it, like you exceed it, just like I did. So now I'm adding just an excess of 12 centimeters on the shoulder. So refer to the ranges that we use for our basic shoulder darted blouse, so that you know the one you're going to use based on how busty you are or your client is and all that. So I basically marked the neck points A, then I marked the midpoint C, and then the end B, just to be able to get a hang of the pattern. So the next thing to do now is to divide our nipple by 2. So our nipple, like the nipple I'm working with now is 7, so I'll just go ahead and divide 7 by 2. Okay, so starting over, we'll mark our sewing allowance of our zip allowance of 1.5 inches. Then we connect all our zip allowance lines. The line you used in connecting is now going to be your center front line. This line is now our center front line. This allowance now is now our zip allowance. In this particular case, we do not do zip shaping, so we'll mark a neck width of 2.5 inches in front. Then on the shoulder line, we'll measure shoulder divided by 2 and mark. Then you use your ruler to connect, cross it, then add extra 12 centimeters. Then now we're going to measure our nipple to nipple divided by 2 so that we'll get our dart position. When you divide your nipple to nipple by 2, do not, I repeat, do not add any sewing allowance like 0.5. Please do not. So we can start measuring our nipple to nipple divided by 2 from down. It's just going to give us a straight line from the center front, so you just connect your lines together. So you go up by 1.5 inches from the bust line. So you know the intersection of the nipple point and then the bust line is the nipple. So bust line and dart line, the intersection is the nipple. So we're now going to share our darts 6 cm to the left and 6 cm to the right. That's making it a total of 12 centimeters. So I'm connecting with a red marker so that you can see the contrast. So this is now your shoulder dart. Remember, I said you first of all have to make a shoulder darted top. So next you take your chest measurements. So before the dart starts, you stop shoulder divided by 2. Whatever you get, you minus 1 on the chest line. So you now connect it to the other line you had on the shoulder. So just go ahead and drag down this line, just a straight line. So you come over to the bust area and measure exactly round bust divided by 4 and mark. You go to the full length line and mark round bust divided by 4 plus 3 inches. In my own case, I got 11.5 because the round bust divided by 4 is actually 8.5. So I just added 3 inches to make it 11.5 inches. So gradually, we just give a slight curve to the armhole of the front, and for now with this particular one we are done with the basic pattern for the front. We're not entirely done, but we'll move over